Hello Cancer, I'm Poetic Heretic, and this is your February 2017 Tarot Forecast. Do remember you can use these videos for your Sun, Rising, and Moon signs. So let us begin. You begin the month with the Three of Cups. This is all about good times with friends and family, plenitude, enjoying the abundance of life, social gatherings, can even be award ceremonies, birth, marriage, engagement. So really beginning the month with some very positive and delightful energy. The next card, what may help or hinder you, is the Ace of Pentacles. So looking at this card as the challenge for the month, it's a challenge around investments and finance. It's a challenge around money. So you might want to be careful about making bad investments or even like bad decisions in general this month, but basically be careful with money this month. And it's like saying that the energy of money and success, like having a lot of wealth, will assist you this month as well. And then when we come down to the next card, the Magician card reversed for the underlying energy, this is basically saying that this could be a feeling of dependency or a lack of independence. This could be a lack of belief in oneself and a lack of belief in one's skills and abilities. But what the card is advising you to do, as well as the Ace of Pentacles, is to focus on new beginnings, to focus on new opportunities, to focus on, especially with the Ace of Pentacles here, improved circumstances. So it's like, on the one hand, you might be feeling kind of clouded, kind of maybe not fully believing in yourself, but on the other hand, things are already getting better, as we see here with the Three of Cups. So it's like the Ace of Pentacles and the Magician card are saying, focus on that, focus on the things that are already getting better, because things are going to continue to get better and better and better for you. So that's about it for the Magician. Next we have the Queen of Cups for the past and issues you've had to deal with. The Queen of Cups reversed is emotional issues in general. Sadness, and then to get a bit more specific, like loss of love, broken relationships, the sudden termination of a relationship or it being ruined, a difficulty in feeling optimistic, like feelings of pessimism. These are issues that you've had to deal with in the past. This could also be an adult female water sign who has given you some trouble in some way in the past. But the good news is it looks like now, at the beginning of the month here, you are recovering from it. Even if maybe you're still feeling a little bit off, a little bit lacking in belief in yourself at times, things are improving significantly. And speaking of such things, the next card for what you hope to achieve, the Strength card reversed. So this is basically saying that you want to feel more confident, you want to feel more optimistic, you want to have more faith in yourself, but it's reversed. So it's like you feel more or less that it's a challenge for you to achieve that fully, to achieve this confidence and optimism and this belief in yourself. But again, the good news is you're more or less backed up by the cards here, especially as we get to some of the later cards. For the near future, about 1 week into the month, you have the Sun card reversed. This is again feelings of pessimism and a lack of optimism. Could be sadness, could even be depression, but it's probably just a little bit of difficulty in being or feeling optimistic. And it's another card that is advising you to try to focus on new beginnings and the future and better times that are coming, because better times are indeed coming. So focus on that. And for some of you, since the Sun card is such a positive card in its upright position, you might get a little whiff of that, and you might be feeling kind of good already. You might be feeling kind of hopeful already in the near future of this month. And it's also interesting to note how in the spotlight the cards seem to indicate that you are this month, Cancer. I mean, the Magician card is like a card of being in the spotlight. The Strength card, the Sun card, and even the Star card coming up here, especially the Star card. I mean, it's called the Star. So it's like the cards are saying that so much is focused right on you this month, Cancer, and things are getting better. So it's like you should feel supported. You should believe and know that things are improving more and more, as indicated particularly by the Ace of Pentacles here. It is an ace after all. So that's another interesting angle of all this, is it's like so much attention is all on you this month, and it's fairly positive attention, I would say. The next card, your attitude or position on the situation about halfway through the month, is the Eight of Pentacles reversed. Well, this basically indicates that you are feeling like you're sick of work, or you're not wanting to work right now, or you're tired of the work that you are doing, something relating to that. It could even be that you're worried about a situation at your job. And, well, when we look at like the dark side of the Ace of Pentacles, and in combination with this, as well as even the Magician card reversed and like the dark side of that, it could even be that there are some shady dealings going on at your place of employment or with your job in general, whatever it happens to be. Maybe you're aware of them, maybe you're not aware of them, but if you are aware of them, you're just like, wow, I'd like to stay away from that. I don't want to have anything to do with that. I'm maybe even worried about that. You could be aware that maybe even, interestingly enough, like with the Three of Cups that we started off with, maybe even in your circle of friends and or coworkers, maybe there's someone in there who is like engaging in shady dealings or unscrupulous activity. And again, maybe you're aware of it, maybe you're not aware of it, but if you are aware of it, you're like, wow, that person's involved with some dark stuff, and I prefer to stay away from them. But maybe with the Magician card reversed here, you almost feel like they're constantly operating in the background, and it could even be, as we look at the Ace of Pentacles mixed with the Three of Cups here, could even be that the weird thing about it is that what this person is doing, their shady dealings or whatever, what they're doing is benefiting you. Their shady dealings may be benefiting you, and so you have kind of mixed feelings about it. But again, that's just one of many possibilities, really, but I'd say it's one of the more likely ones, because you've got some kind of disdain towards work going on halfway through the month, and you've got some kind of dark energy around that, even if on the surface a lot of it seems to be perfectly fine, like everything's all right. So there's that to consider. The next card is the Star, for the outside force coming in. So this is like the energy of freedom and liberation, for one. The Star means actually quite a few things, but let's go through a couple of them here. Freedom and liberation. So it could be that later in the month something happens that really lifts your spirits, and it's like something that you just walk into, it just kind of comes to you, or you rendezvous with it, basically. You meet it and it meets you. Freedom and liberation. So more of the improved circumstances. It's also the energy of healing and renewal and peace and serenity, rejuvenation, catharsis. So if you're still feeling plagued by something in your past, maybe a broken relationship of some kind, this is like the energy of healing and renewal that's coming your way. Like I said earlier, improved circumstances, things are getting better here, basically, is what the cards are saying overall. It's the energy of progress, of things getting better, like I said. The future, the focus being on the future. Now, interestingly enough, the Star card can also refer to people who are different in some way, like people who are impressive or unusual in some way, like really intense or impressive and or unusual in some way, like countercultural people, punks, goths, etc., etc., or even like homosexual or bisexual people, people who like intellectuals and people who have a lot of ideas and different philosophies, different ideas about life, and sometimes it could even be like radicals as well, and it could be ideas about all kinds of stuff, politics, religion, spirituality. So people that are basically different in some way, like either a visible way or more of an unseen way, something like that. Like the Star card is associated with the sign of Aquarius and the planet Uranus. And the planet Uranus is all about really shocking, unexpected, intense energy. Interestingly enough, similar to the Tower card coming up here, although the Tower is not ruled by Uranus, it's ruled by Mars. And I believe I've read before, some sources say Saturn is also associated with the Tower, interestingly enough. But anyway, so the Star card is ruled by Uranus, which is all about like the shocking, the sudden intense things, or the things that really grab your attention and just seem crazy, like the energy of teenage rebellion and non-conformity and outsiders and rebels and people that all of society, like if it's a celebrity or something, that all of society is just like, whoa, that person's crazy, or whatever. And also, again, like I mentioned, it's ruled by the sign of Aquarius, which is a sign that is heavily associated with the future, and so there you get the Star and its connotations with the future. So I'm just throwing the different possible ideas out there, to give you an idea of this really um, dynamic and different, but also very healing and recuperative energy that is on its way to you later this month, Cancer. So, alright, now that we've gone over all of that, the next card is the Tower, reversed, for your hopes or fears. This is your hoping to avoid disaster, hoping to avoid danger. If we go back to the idea of someone who is engaged in shady dealings at your place of work or whatever your job is, this could be that you're hoping that you don't have to confront that person, in other words, like you just want to leave it alone. Or we could go back to the idea of a possible failed or ruined relationship. Maybe that person still isn't completely out of your life, or you're concerned that that person still isn't completely out of your life. And so you're worried a little bit about that, and you're really hoping that you don't have to confront that person or deal with that person. You'd rather just focus on your new beginnings and get on with your life, which the cards again do indeed tell you is the right thing to do. You know, leave that person in the past, leave that troublesome person at work or wherever out of your life as much as you can, and focus on the new beginnings and the improvements coming. And that's not to say be completely unaware of someone bothersome or someone engaging in shady dealings. You know, like if you know someone's engaging in shady dealings and you have to work with that person, be aware of that they're engaged in shady dealings, and don't trust them or anything. But if you have the option of staying away from them and just focusing on new beginnings, then that's ultimately the most ideal thing to do. And so we come to the outcome card. This is the Page of Swords. This card could refer to a young male or female air sign that shows up in your life around the end of the month. And you know, if the star is referring to a person, if this takes the form of a person coming into your life, that person could be the same as the Page of Swords here. You know, a young, usually someone who's very like opinionated and has a lot to say about different ideas, different philosophies and stuff like that, and who's really enthusiastic about intellectual matters and really like speaks their mind. Like that's the kind of person that this would represent when we take these two cards together. However, the Page of Swords is also the energy of flexibility and adaptability, and so it could just be that you're feeling that way. It's also indicative of a busy and exciting time. And so again, we have these like subtle indications early on that things are gradually improving and getting better and are about to get a lot better. And then we have the stronger indicators here that things have gone through renewal and are now more enjoyable, more exciting, a busy and exciting time, the Page of Swords indicates. And it can also be that like at this point in the month you are aware that something really big and exciting, something exciting in general is about to happen, and this is a time of preparation for that. And it might be a time also when we look at the combination of like the star and even the Tower, how it showed up here, and the Page of Swords, it could be a time where you have to be up at like weird hours of the day or night, where unexpected things happen, but in a very good way, in an exciting and enjoyable way, where you're just like filled with energy to embrace these changes and developments, or just this new excitement in whatever form it takes. And it could be that you're feeling that, and it's the appearance of a new person in your life who is very, who is likely to be very enthusiastic, but also very different, and have some pretty wild ideas that you may or may not agree with, and that sort of thing. And they'll most likely be an air sign, like with the Page of Swords here. But when we look at the star, they don't have to be. They could be any sign. They might even be the sign of Aquarius, rolling the star card, because that's an air sign. So maybe I think it's plausible that that would be perhaps the most likely development, that an Aquarius enters your life. But again, I'm just throwing out different possibilities here, just so you can have an idea of where the energy is going. Alright, so that's about it, Cancer. Looks like a really good month overall. Just don't let things get you down or whatever. If you're feeling a bit pessimistic at times, know that things are getting better and better and better. And the advice of the Ace of Pentacles and other cards is to focus on improved circumstances and new beginnings. Improved circumstances and new beginnings. So, hope you have a great month. This has been a tarot forecast for the sign of Cancer for the month of February 2017 from Poetic Heretic. Don't forget to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And thanks for watching.